Question 1380. Do you feel your name reflects who you really are? In other words, do you identify with your name or do you hate it?
Oh, I can answer that easy.
Go on.
That's why I shortened mine, so I could identify with it.
So you identify with B?
Yes. And none of the other ones I've ever used in my life.
I think several of us here have kind of used the abbreviated versions of our name.
Yep.
So,
but do you identify with your shortened versions more than your long versions?
Yeah, I prefer the short. Slightly prefer the shorter version. I'm not. It's just the name I've been given. So it is what it is.
We got it here. Seraphim says, "I do not identify with my name." Do you? Atheist Donna says, "I love my name." Ox says, "Ox, yes, absolutely." See, how many people have identified with their names that they've given themselves in here, rather than their real names? Nerdy says, "I identify with Nerdy Rodent." Mathpig plugs something, but I can't click the link. God the Good One says, "Lol, my YouTube name." Oh, I've forgotten God's real name.
So Jehovah or Yahweh, isn't it?
Yeah, something like that. Never Again says no. Lone Wanderer says, "I hate my name. It's not me, but I don't know who else I would be." Godless Granny says, "I identify with Godless Granny." Kelly says nothing about me. Wild Eden says, "Real name or YouTube name?" Either. Do you identify with one of them or not? Yandiri says, "My name means boulder. I hate it." God the Good One. Oh, fuck yeah, that's me, defo. Yeah, he's God. He identifies with it. I answer to Sarah more often than my real name, says Seraphim. Yuhan says, "Not many actually know my real name, even though it's not a private piece of info. But do you identify which would you identify more with?" I got Ox name about 35 years ago. I earned it. Jess says, "Nah, my name has Christian roots." Ricardo just says, "It's a name." Wild Eden says, "I identify my real name and my YouTube name." Rainbug says, "Are you born again math pig now?" Jeff, you didn't actually answer. Do you identify with Jeff? Do you see yourself as a Jeff?
Well, I just answered, didn't I?
No.
There you go.
What if you knew someone was spelling it differently? Jeff.
The Jeff Goldblum way.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's just that's just a lazy way of spelling it. You see, that's all it is.
So if someone called you Jeff in chat with a J, you identify with that. You would see that as you.
No, I wouldn't.
No. Jenny.
Well, it started out life. No, absolutely, I hated it, but now I'm absolutely 100% identified with it.
Manda?
I knew you were going to say that because you chose it.
Yes, well, I thought she'd have the easiest.
It's not my given name; it's my taken name.
Yes.
Yeah, right. It's your real name, not your given. Right.
Yep.
Manda?
I don't identify with the meaning of the name. Yes. So, but I don't know. I never really. The sound of it, it's just what I know, I guess.
What do you call you? Do you call yourself Amanda or Manda or any of the other terrible variations?
Amanda.
Yeah. Not one of the other versions, which we were not going to say.
Please don't.
No, we're not. We're not.
Never Again says.
I love when you use Amanda Lorian. I think that's just so.
That was
I just love it.
That's a great one. It is.
Yeah, I identify with that one. How about that?
Yeah.
Hello.
Oh, sorry.
It's a Christmas miracle.
Yeah, I fallen asleep 2 hours ago. 2 hours ago, after like 3 days of no sleep, and just woke up. I feel so bad. I am so sorry.
It's okay. Just give me a second to catch up on the chat, then I will ask you. Never Again says, I did choose to be called Sandy instead of the long version, and my family did not like it, so I do like that part of it. Chad says, I've always tried to live up to mine. Chadwick means the land of Canada. Yeah, but you're not called Chadwick. You're called Chad. It's a shame I'm a walking meme now. Dog says, at this moment in history...
My name means God's heavenly peace, so...
God's heaven.
Piece of what?
No, his peace.
No.
His peace.
Oh, that kind of piece. I'm sorry.
At this moment in history, I don't identify with my name or the shortened version of it, as it's the same as a certain orange fat hemorrhoid.
Oh dear.
Shut the fuck up, Johnny.
My real name is spelled the same forwards and backwards.
You think he uses his bronzing gel all the way back there?
He doesn't manage to use it up here, so I don't see why he would. I think he'd cheap out on it. Now everyone's calling you Jeff, just for the hell of it. Right, Uhan says, I've had this username for so many years across virtually every online platform, so my name is my default online name. What's really weird is Critical Cripple is a new name to me that I don't particularly identify with, I would say. I've been known as many different names in different games, but most of them revolved around Dave in some way. Or random. I was random for a good 10 years. The Critical Cripple is only a couple of years old to me. Badger.
Hello.
Do you identify with Badger? And do you identify with your real name that no one knows?
That's an interesting question, you see. I identify with Badger under certain circumstances, like when I'm having discussions online. There are other names I use which I identify with depending on the context I'm in. All of them say something about a different aspect of my personality, and in many ways are more meaningful than the name that I was given by others, because they're chosen by me, so that they say something about how I want to present myself.
Nerdy thinks your real name is Foul-Tempered Ferret.
Yeah, well, Nerdy eats a pickle, so.
Nerdy said something else in the chat. I don't know if you want to scroll up and read it, Badger.
But there's also the thing about whatever the fuck I'm talking about. Oh yeah, there is history to the name that I was given by family, so that I do identify with that. It does have meaning for me, but it's not the same meaning as ones that I've chosen for myself. That's got the history of that's got family history and stuff, whereas the ones I choose have personal meaning.
I think we should start using the name Badger as a guy's name that parents give. I mean, we call guys Tiger,
Well, some people do,
and we call guys Wolf. Why not Badger?
I think I have.
Then there's women who are called Cougar, right?
Sure.
What am I scrolling up for here, Jeff?
No idea. Oddly enough, with it, Quentin. He's gone again.
Oh, he fell back asleep.
No, I kind of identify with both. I earned the nickname Ginger Jesus, and kind of doing like I go by Quentin instead of my adopted name out of like respect to my mom. So, a little bit of both.
A little bit of both. Right. Here's a question: does anyone particularly identify with their surname?
There's.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm intrigued because I don't particularly. That's why I thought I'd ask. It doesn't seem like anyone has a strong either way. Right.
You?
No, not my surname. I identify with Dave mostly. Some of the time, not. But meh.
I only identify with my last name because I don't like it because it was my father's. I like it because the history of growing up with my family, my brothers and sisters, and my mother, and everybody knowing us by it, and you know, blah blah blah.
I was
but-
gonna say because it's one of those weird things. I have a very weird relationship with your surname because it's not
See,
yours. It's someone else's.
I identify with my surname just to see how many people can say it incorrectly.
I have no idea what your surname is. Do you
Uh,
I
it's
can
Qu-
say anyone's name
it's
incorrectly.
Quentin Phipps, and you get so many people that'll say Phillips, and there's
Phillips,
no
yep.
L in there, and it's literally spelled Phipps. There is no L at all.
All right, I didn't
Well,
know that
that's
was
okay.
your surname. I didn't think it was your surname.
People also say Sherbert.
PP.
I didn't think of it at the time, but I should have. I wish I would have, and I would have done it. I wish I would have taken my mom's maiden name.
Yeah.
For my last name.
If you enjoyed that, please hit the thumbs up button. If you didn't, hit the thumbs down. If you think you've got a better answer or just want to tell us how wrong we are, leave a comment down below. Subscribe down here for new questions every day and make sure you hit the bell so you don't miss out on our live shows. If you click over here, you'll see our latest upload. Over here, for what YouTube thinks you'll love the most. And finally, for a complete playlist of all our currently released questions, click here.